1955. Swaps, Nashua, Arcaro, Shoemaker, magic in all four names. Swaps had won the Derby, Nashua second. They had to have a match race, Mid-America this time in Chicago. A very, very dramatic meeting between two great horses and two great riders. There were over 30,000 people that came to see this race. And of course it was assumed again that the fast horse would go to the lead. Here they are in the paddock, Nashua and Swaps. And Swaps supposedly had a foot that wasn't just right. That appears usually as well. Eddie Arcaro tells you about the strategy.
Match race in my life, I don't think Shoemaker had, by the way. I did have an advantage over him. Match races, the best place to be in a match race is in front.
And I think it must have been a shock to your friend, Bill Shoemaker, because he thought he'd be in front waiting for
Yeah,
you.
he thought he'd be in front easy, I guess. And in fact, I don't think he left the gate with the intentions of only stealing a lead.
And they're off. Swaps veers out of the starting gate to the right, but Eddie Arcaro goes immediately to work on Nashua.
I rode Nashua like he was going about a quarter of a mile into the first turn, and when I got there, I naturally sent him outside of the path that you'll see. I'm in number 1 and Shoemaker's in 2. I beat him to the path here, which was a clue to the whole race. There was a path that separated us. It was very bad. It doesn't show in the picture. I've seen this picture before. But that track was very deep, believe it or not. It rained all night. See, I gave him a little hunch out there and kind of helped me a little bit. Put him into that path. As I say, you can't see it, but it was very deep where I had him running.
And you were on better footing.
I was in the right place to be.
Gee, I always thought you were so fair.
Yeah, well, off of a horse.
But I imagine, and a brilliant rider he is, and what a gifted horseman Bill Shoemaker is. But that moment, he must have been surprised. And
I did. We had him surprised, and every time he'd move to me, I'd move away a little bit, and then he would get to this path again. I kept putting him out into that path. Well, to get away from it, he would have to get away from me.
There has never been a match race from that day to this, ever, when one didn't train for it with speed from this day and try to get to the lead and command the race.
That is right. These two horses ran the first 3/4 mile in 10 flat. Now, the fastest race of that day, when you look back on it if you wish, was about 14. They were running 3/4 mile in 14. So the 10 was just an exceptional race. Of course, I went on to beat Swaps very easy after this, but I had knocked him out. He was finished when we returned for home. And I was criticized for whipping Nashua so much in this race, but I really, knowing Nashua, if you knew Nashua, it'd make you whip him because he would just pull flat up on you.